This is going to be the beginning of a new crafty week, and there you go. I just felt like knitting. I blame Pam from Pamela's Crochet and Knit Corner. She keeps putting up pictures on Instagram of her knit beanies, and I said I'm gonna do it. So there was somebody else I was watching who was market prepping, or not even market prepping, but she has a crochet and knit business, and she was knitting, and she had 2 balls of worsted weight yarn, and she used, like, say for instance, she might have had 2 balls of, no, she might have had a ball of retro stripe and then a ball of just, white, and she held those 2 together and was knitting up these chunky beanies. And so that's what I wanted to do. So this is actually 2 different, these are the tails, but you can see 2 yarns that you would never, like, they have nothing to do with each other. I was gifted these, and I'm trying to set a goal to use up the yarns that I was gifted from different people. So this was given to me by Deb. Hey, Deb. And it was 2 separate balls of, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. And I just decided that I'm going to hold these 2 together and knit a chunky-ish beanie. So I'm using size 10 needles. I'm using my Licca needles. Let me show you. Sorry for the reach. But I'm using this set of shorties from Licca. I have this set, and I also have the normal longer size set. But this is perfect to use for a beanie, because I'm just on 16-inch circulars, and I'm just going round and around. So I found the pattern. I will look it up and tell you guys that in a minute. But I just kind of Googled knit hat 2 strands together so I could get a stitch count. And I'll show you which one I'm using. But this is 1x1 ribbing, and you're supposed to do that for about 1.5 inches. And I think I probably did like 7 or 8 rounds. Just did 1 purl one, and then you're just knitting around. And look at how the yarn, look at that, like holding the 2 together. You got little blocks of the blue, and then you have little parts of the other colorway. And look at how it is. Like, I mean, some of these just almost look like color work, because it's only one of the other color popping up. Like here, one of the other color, but then over here you have a whole block. I love it. I feel like it's gonna look like Monet-ish. You know what I'm saying? Monet-ish. Anyway, I got these from the SoCal Fiber Fair that we went to later last year, and we just found out that they are going to do it again. So very excited about that. But I got these. This is from Buku Yarns, and this is Pamela, again, from Pamela's Knit and Crochet Corner. This is, I think she has more than one LYS, so this is, I think, her LYS, her local yarn shop. So, yeah, I got the cute little sheet. Anyway, I just wanted to show y'all that. I just love how this is coming out. Okay, see you in the next clip. Bye. Okay, guys, we're gonna go with without the mic, just because so you might hear background things because my phone is dead, so it's plugged in and I can't use the mic if the phone's dead. So I'm using these new needles. I just got these Chow Goo shorties, So I already had one set. It's 3 different sets. There's a set in a red package, which I have somewhere. Okay, right here. So these are one package. They are the Chalgu Twist Shorties. And this package has, and they have 2 and 3 inch tips. And the red package, okay, hold on, I gotta get this off. So I ain't gotta get it off, I just gotta move it. So this one is size 0 to 3. And I think you get 3 cords in each one. And then this one, in the yellow package, you get sizes 9 through 11 in this one. And then in the blue one, you get US 4 through 8 in this one. And I wanted to use a size 10 on these shorties. So I had the red one for a while. I just got the blue and the yellow for Christmas. So I had a gift card, and this is part of what I spent the money on. And you get 3 cables, 2 6-inch and 2 8-inch in the yellow. In the red, you get everything else that you need. But what do you get in the red? I wonder if they all are the same. Let me see. You get a 5-inch, a 6-inch, and an 8-inch in the red. And then you get the same in the blue. Okay. So, anyway, I made the hat. I made this hat, and I still have it. I watched the tutorial on how to make a smooth join back here, recommended by Lori Gray. Hey, Lori, thank you. But I haven't done that part yet. But, look, I finished the hat. And I love how it came out. Look at all the color variation there. I mean, honestly, it looks like a new colorway, right? But hold on. All it is me holding 2 strands of these 2. I love this yarn that I got from Deb. Hey, Deb, thank you. Where I just decided to hold those 2 together. And so I'm holding 2 strands double, knitting on a size 10 knitting needle. And you get, look at how well they play together. It's so much fun. I love it. And I follow the pattern. I'll link it down below because I didn't know what the stitch counts it should be. But this is a free pattern. I'll find it and link it down below. And I mean, that's my decreases. They're not the best, but they are there. And then I did like the 1x1 rib. And this hat in the pattern, it says to, it says to go to 6 inches before you start your decreases. And I went to like 6.5, 7 inches because I have a big old head and I'm pretty much just going to keep this likely. Or, yeah, I'm going to keep this one. I love how it plays together. But it's such a fun thing to do. And I found 2 more balls of yarn that I'm going to cast on and do the same thing in that 2 colorways that don't seemingly go together. And then you do something like that. And they just play beautifully together. And I think you can probably do that with any 2 yarns and come out with a decent result. But I specifically like what happened here. So I wanted to just show you guys that. And I think, which I showed y'all, was using my Licca needles on this one. And so I found a pattern, so I'm doing the same thing. And I'm using the yellow shorties with, I think, the 6-inch cable. So I'm using these. Let me show you how they look, sorry. So when they come in the package, they come like that. So they're, oh, you know what, did they dip me? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So in this one, oh yeah, it's only 4 sets. So in the yellow, you get 4 sets of needles. These are the bigger ones, so the large. So one of them is small, one of them is medium, and one of them is large. So you get the 4, the short tips. And you get in the, each one has a gauge. And then in here you've got your keys. Is there a key in there? Because I need that key. Y'all really don't actually see the key in this one. Is there no key? Because usually there's a key so that you can tighten the things up, but I'm honestly not seeing a key. But I'll use a key from one of the other sets, but really, if someone buys this, there should be a key. It's got some stitch markers. Maybe these pins are supposed to be the keys. Okay. Usually the keys do not look like T-pins. They usually have a round, tip on it. This looks like a T-pin. But basically, it's what you use to make sure you've got that on there tight. Which is really important because, so it gives you something to resist against. So you just put it in and twist it. Because they will come off, and really, I didn't know that. I didn't really understand the importance of a key. And so I really was not a fan of interchangeable because mine would come off, but you know, I wasn't really tightening. See, yeah. I wasn't tightening them like I needed to, and I'm still not sure if I am with this. But anyway, they have extenders, they have connectors in here where you can make a longer cable with the cables you have. They have little connectors in here so you can make it longer. You can put maybe the 2 6 together and have a 12, or you can put all 3 of them together and have a really long cable. But anyway, I cast it on because I'm going to make some fingerless mitts. I found a pattern for that, so I can make fingerless mitts to match this. So that's what I got going on there. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can find the pattern so I can show you what I'm thinking of doing. Okay. Let's see. I should have had it pulled up before I start talking to y'all. So hold on, let me get it and come back. Okay, so I can't find the pattern. So I'm just doing a long tail cast on, and I'm gonna do another hat because it's a lot of yarn here. And this will be one of them. This one will be a donation hat. So I just want to use up the yarn, and I also want to just have a project that I can do in social situations. And doing a stockinette hat in the round is really easy to do in social situations where you don't need to pay attention. And the reason why it's easy is because, well, it's easy once you get beyond the ribbing. And even that, it's so repetitive, you could do that in a social setting. But you could, like, I can easily do a knit and chat once I get this hat to the point where I'm just doing knitting in the round, because, you know, stockinette stitch, you only just, when you're in the round, all you have to do is just keep going in around and around. If you were knitting flat, you would have to do 1 row knitting, then 1 row purling, and you would just keep alternating that in order to get this type of fabric. But in the round, that's why beanies are so cool, because in the round you just knit. So it's like the perfect, you know, project to kind of have. So I think what I'm thinking about doing in 2024 is just always having a very simple knitted hat on the go, so that I can always just have something for social situations. It could be It could be, you know, church. It could be a, you know, just getting with a friend. It could be my lunch break at work, where I don't really, and carrying knitting around, you know, versus carrying around my amigurumi. It's going to be easier because really I just, you know, need the needles and I need the yarn, and I'm just going to go and, you know, have a stitch marker on here. And yeah, so I'm just testing out. Like I said, I use my Lica needles for the first hat, and I'm using these ChiaoGoo twist shorties for this one. Now, I'm kind of wondering, this might be, I might do the smaller size, because you cast on, the pattern called for 64 stitches for the larger size, which, you know, like I said, it fits my head like a glove. I will try to pop in a picture of me with the hat on, just the top, you know, me with the hat on, and you'll be able to see what it looks like. So 54 inches would be more of a young person, and definitely somebody with a smaller head. But the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm thinking this is not even a 16-inch, I bet, with the way that I have the shorter cable. And yeah, so I'll probably do 54 stitches on that. Anyway, so I wanted to talk a little bit about, I've been noticing, you know, here's the reason. Like, if you look right here, these look like the same yarn, right? So this is why it plays so well together, because there are points where it's quite similar, but then you can see as you go down, it's not the same, right? So that's why they play so well together. The fall color one has some sections that really do look exactly like the blue one. Anyway, I need to stop and count these and figure out if I actually, where am I at? I don't think I'm anywhere near 54 though. Let's see, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. All right, so I think it's 54 that I'm supposed to cast on, but anyway, I'll just cast on, and then I will show you guys what I'm working on crochet wise as well, and then that'll be that for this clip. Anyway, and then I'll actually check the pattern so I can get the numbers right before I really get going on this. But basically, I just want to get this is something like it was supposed to be like 1.5 inches of ribbing. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this one, and then it'll just be knitting around, just and around and around and around and around. Anyway, so anyway, I've been watching some videos, and I'm hearing a lot of amigurumi people saying that they don't want to make the small things, like, and I think it's because everybody got into market prep. And when you're market prepping in general, you want to make like things that are affordable. You want to make things that are fast so that you are actually making a profit. And so, my tail just ran out. So if I don't have enough, I'm in trouble. It's running out. Anyway, y'all, I probably don't have enough. So people are saying, I saw more than one person say they were just gonna make big things, and you know, it does get a little bit redundant. And I think for me, for sure, I don't really enjoy making the same thing over and over and over again. So for me, what I have decided for 2024 is I'm not gonna market prep like that. I'm not gonna make 10 of this and 10 of that. Like, I'm probably not gonna make not another turtle, not another octo. I'm just not. No more chickens for me. I'm going to make the things that call me, and then I will sell those things. I'm going back to that, guys. I'm not. So I've been trying to figure out when can I do a market, and I really appreciate and people who are doing this thing full time. I'm not one of those people, and I have to be realistic about the amount of time that I have. And so I'm back to it. First, I wanted to try and do a market. I was getting really tempted to do several markets leading up to the spring and all that, but it's so much work, you know. And when I do a market, I have to take my entire day, and you know, I'm away from my family, and I just don't have it. I mean, I'll go to work every day anyway, you know, so it's not like we get like untold amount of time together. And therefore I have decided, I think pretty much, that I'm just gonna wait until the fall and the winter to do markets. I'm not going to do any in the spring and summer. I'm just not going to. I wanted to. It sounded good. I got caught up. But I caught up in the whole market prep madness. But I just can't do it because I don't have the time. And so I'm just going to enjoy my making. And I'm going to put my things up on Etsy. I'm fine. So my challenge for the month, y'all ask me about it, because my challenge for the month of February is to get at least 10 listings up in my Etsy shop. Okay, so that's the goal. We have a plan this weekend to start taking our pictures so that we can get it going for... I know I sometimes lapse into using the royal we. It's just me. I don't have like... I don't have a staff or anything, you know. But anyway, I'm going to take pictures and try to start putting, and I'm going to start putting my listings up. I got some tips, you know, from my husband on some ideas on how to make the descriptions, because part of it is writing the descriptions is what drives me crazy. I was about to say gets on my nerves, but I've been using that term too much. But we're going to do I'll let y'all know once I do it, how I did it to make my life a little bit easier. Anyway, I think, so I got all of this cast on, but to be honest, I don't think I have I don't have enough stitches, and this is all that's left, so I'm going to have to do this again, I think. And plus, I think this cord might be a little too short, so I might change it. Anyway, next time you all see it, I will have, worked on it a little bit more. And then let me just, show you. All right, if you've been around me a long time, if you've been following me for a while, you remember when I made this bag. This is, let me see, hold on. Okay, now you can see it a little bit. But it's one of those, scrap yarn bags. And all I did was, I think I have like 3 or 4 strands held together. And it really, I didn't want it to have these wingtip things, but that's just kind of how it worked out. And I am using it as a project bag. Actually, what happened is I was gathering some things for a donation, and I found this. And I was like, oh, I could use this. This was a nice little fun bag. And I actually want to make another one, next time I get... Currently, all of my scraps are going into my blanket. But anyway, here's this bag. And then I actually, not a great job, but I lined it by hand. I just lined it on my own. And that's flannel that I put in there, which I think is okay for the polyester yarn that I have in here. I probably wouldn't have put, I don't think you should put like acrylic with a lining that is flannel, because there's a lot of friction, and I think it will peel your project. That's just my guess. Anyway, so I believe, okay guys, again, I just talked about not wanting to make things over and over again. However, I got another order for KUROMI. I showed my KUROMI on, I think I put up a TikTok, which I'll link down below. If you haven't already seen it, go check it out. And one of my friends, her 8-year-old, saw her watching it, and he absolutely must have this KUROMI. And he has a birthday coming up, and she asked me to make him one. So I'm making a KUROMI, another one. So I'm using the same colors. This is the head already done. And I am working on the hat. I'm using the brunette velvet, exact same colors, everything. Except I do now own the brunette velvet in the pink colorway, which I didn't have. So I had to kind of use a different, I think I used Himalaya Dolphin Baby for the pink parts that go on the collar. But now I have the right yarn, so this will all be in brunette velvet. So that's it. That's all for this clip. Talk back soon. Bye. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap up this week's video with a finish. I don't think I've shown it to you, so hold on. I finished the knitted hat. I already did I pump it? I think I already did. I show it to you? Okay, I showed it to you already. Anyway, I wove in the ends finally. So it's all done. I think I already showed it to you. I just realized. But anyway, that's that for that. And here's the second one. Also, almost finished, guys. I think I am ready for decreases on this one. I really enjoy how these two yarns play together. I really did. And then I got some more stitch stoppers. These are sushi, like gimbap sushi rolls. And I love them. So that is my second set that I got from Boku Yarns or Buku Yarns. Anyway, that's it. I think that's it for this video. It's gotten long enough. That's all we're going to show. Next time you will see progress on KUROMI, if not a finish, and the start of a Valentine's Day gnome. Okay, so that's it. That's all for this video. We will see you in the next one. Until we meet again, keep it crafty. You can find me everywhere you let me take it back. Wherever you want to get in touch with me, all of that stuff is listed in the description box below. Email, Instagram, TikTok, and everything else, Facebook group, all of that will be down there. All right, guys, that's it. That's all. I will see you in the next video.